Oh man,
Hello.
I didn't want to say anything because the song was too good. It was just jamming to it here.
It was really good. I was waiting until it was winding down to come in, but it wasn't. It's still going.
It's a really long song.
Well, hey, listen, the Mystery Funhouse is live again. We're back after the weekly blind with a mystery tournament match. It's going to be AaronDobbe versus mooware. 53 and 47% win rates are quite comparable. And we got best placements of 25th and 33rd. I think they're around that right now in this tournament. I'm not going to attempt to do the math on stream, but they're close, and whoever wins is probably going to have a new best placement, if I had to guess.
Best placements of 25th. Yeah, they're pretty far along this point. We don't need to do math. We can check fast. Yeah, it looks like they're well above 50%. Where would be at 66%, even if you lost here, and AaronDobbe would be at 60.
Yeah, but placement's a tricky thing. It's like, okay, you're in winner's 6th, but how many people does that mean have been eliminated or whatever? But we can see it's been a fantastic tournament for them so far.
I'm suffering 2 losses to Maurice and Zex, who I think are both previous champions, so not a bad performance.
Mm-hmm. And mooware almost won that match. Maurice spent a lot of time in a level that he didn't need to be solving, and then also had some kind of game crash problem. So the race ended up extremely close. But Maurice did edge out mooware, so has been staying alive in the lower bracket. Recently defeated Snowdozer, so I guess is coming in off of 2 wins, whereas AaronDobbe hot off a loss, unfortunately, to Zex. So sometimes these things affect the mindset of the player. Hard to say.
Definitely have that problem. Every time when I'm in mystery tournaments, it feels like I lose twice in a row. Just fall into losers and then I'm out. Races already? I think we're waiting for one of our side racers, but I guess we can show the game. Journey of Selt. I have no idea what this game is, and according to AaronDobbe, who was looking at the controls in the menu, and he doesn't know what kind of game this is, even after looking at the controls.
Real quick before we get started, sometimes your Discord share is crystal clear, and then I see you click something, and then it goes very pixelated. And I don't know what's causing it, but yeah, that's perfect right now.
It's if I minimize it, because I'm looking at other windows, and then when I come back to it, it's back to normal.
Okay. Yeah, so this game requires a mouse to use in menus and level select, but then you play it with like jump, dash, attack, and D-pad to move, like you would with a controller. You're collecting pages, and there's a different objective in every room. Kind of cryptic.
Different objectives, and we need to collect pages. Yeah, that's all we know. Get a life for every room completed for a max of 10 lives. The sword auto targets. The menus and level select require mouse input, so it seems like we require mouse only for the menus, and everything else doesn't need the mouse.
I gotta say, jump on A, sure. Sword on X if we're assuming a 360 controller here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But then dash on B. I don't want to be... My thumb wants to rest on jump and sword. It doesn't want to have to swing over to B for dash.
I've seen a lot of games that have this control scheme, and yeah, I usually just put dash in a trigger instead. Doesn't feel very good.
Sometimes you race a game in Mystery Tournament and it offers, button customizability. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can't even play it on the thing you want to play it on. Like your controller just doesn't work. So you're like, oh, I guess I'll try the keyboard or whatever. You can get sort of thrown off balance by the littlest of things before the race is even started. But it's on now. Check your objective. Misspelt.
Or click the key. Oh, so it seems like pages are optional collectibles that we made mandatory.
I guess, yeah. And it looks like you keep them when you die. The attack seems to be like sometimes a very long range, and then sometimes it kind of doesn't hit where you think it should.
Definitely feels like it has a longer range than the animation suggests. And also you get bounced backwards, and feels like you might need to use that as a longer jump. I don't know if the game will force you to do that.
Certainly looks like you can pogo quite high. Oh, if you attack an enemy, you will feel the force of the action. Try hitting from above. Yeah, there it is. All right. First 3 pages collected. I guess there's only 10 levels with 3 pages each?
I didn't get time to look at the menu.
Some objectives can be failed. Maximum quantity of some action could differ from room to room? What?
I feel like these tutorials are explaining really obvious things.
In like kind of broken English. Oh, does our title maybe need to get updated? We'll get on that. So it's a small lead for mooware. Or wait, is it? Have I mistaken here? No, AaronDobbe is in the lead. By half a room.
This room looks just like a room they completed before. You can see the confusion.
mooware is caught up entirely now. Did not have any problems with that room the way that AaronDobbe did. Nothing too tricky going on so far. Pick the key. But then also the page, though. Oh, you can't quite get it with the jump from there. AaronDobbe now has it. mooware already had it. Which is the first one over the wall and into the door. Oh, you got 25 seconds.
For some reason we count in 1/25th of a second.
Okay, the players were planning on going fast anyway, so not a big deal.
All of the light.
Couple of deaths from mooware, and then another one, so AaronDobbe is going to be the first one out of this room.
So I was trying to understand what the 0 was. I guess it's where that sword will be shooting towards.
Yeah. Slide and jump further. Oh, you carry that slide momentum for a while, even on flat ground. AaronDobbe lost the speed. He's gonna have to go back and get it. Will mooware get this first try?
No.
Yeah. AaronDobbe's got it. Oh, mooware couldn't decide. Jump on the block or jump over the whole thing. There we go.
Other jumps. And you don't keep the page if you fail the objective. You do need to do the whole thing with 3 jumps.
It's kind of strange. Attacking downwards and getting a boost, I understand. But even if you are attacking sideways, you can get a pretty sizable upwards boost. It's gotta be timed right, though. Oh, mooware used the last jump there. It couldn't quite clear that gap. Okay, this time you cannot attack at all for AaronDobbe here. Oh, gets the page and the key in one jump. Alright, let's see this jump, mooware. Oh, it's waiting for the enemy. Alright. But big time gains here from AaronDobbe. The biggest gap we've seen between the two players is this half a stage we're currently at right now.
Up a wall climb, do a little platformer staple.
Jumps allowed. Wall jumps count as jumps, it seems.
Ooh, misses the page.
Why is mooware back on this screen?
About to ask the same question.
Must have run out of lives? I thought you would start at the same screen, but I guess it's at the start of... The level will start over if you run out of lives. Ouch. Guess that makes more sense. So AaronDobbe's bank of 9 lives here. This is like a valuable resource if the levels get harder. Oh. So you get a bunch of increased speed when you jump off of a wall. And you have to use that to obtain the things in the air as you go.
Yep, the key, so it doesn't need to collect it anymore. I mean, let's understand the rules for when you keep things versus when you lose things and that.
Okay, so mooware with 5 lives, 6 lives now. Well, no jumps allowed. Wow, you have to use this guy all the way across. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you need to hit the left side of him to keep him moving right.
The timing to collect the page looks pretty tight.
That'll work. Okay, mooware's done the level. Missed a page. Keeping the slope speed. Oh, got scared of the spike and now doesn't have it and needed more speed than that little slope will give. Oh, missed the top part of the platform. The wall is broken in terms of jumpable surface area on the right side, and it looks like maybe you need the top part of it. How unfortunate. I guess mooware beat the whole stage without the 3rd page and now needs to replay the whole level. So the dash has been unlocked. That or they just could have been doing it this whole time and weren't. But it would break a lot of the stages, so I doubt that's the case. AaronDobbe down to 4 lives. Has the page this time. And mooware is moving on to the wall jumping level now. AaronDobbe needs to get up there to the page. Do you jump dash and then slash?
One life.
Oh, they're all gone. That's kind of unclear. Do you dash to the other side, and then once you're safely on the other side, simply jump and attack them to pogo? Is that enough? Or does it need to be all in one motion up and to the right?
I feel like it's at least worth a try, because if it works, it's a lot simpler than the one motion that AaronDobbe was trying to do and lost all was life doing.
There's a little black swirl that lets you know you've got your dash back. Oh!
Oh.
Needs to, well, I was gonna say needs to attack downwards, but you don't get to choose how you attack. Very frustrating. I'm guessing this would be kind of too short, too easy if they were not collecting the pages.
That makes sense. The levels look pretty straightforward. This page is the first real roadblock that Aaron had.
Did he get it, or did he skip? Oh wait, no, this is back at the start of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Really feels like the dash should refresh when you touch the ground. I guess they don't want you going like push, 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 push all along the bottom. Oh, so you could take out the top ones, then jump and pogo on the bottom one, and then once you go up, everything that you just killed the first time respawns, and now you're above for a nice pogo. And you've still got your dash.
Timing will be tricky, but I can see that working. Yeah.
It's something, you know. When we're at the point now where it's like we need something that works. mooware with 3 lives left, I think, is on the final part of this level. Okay, let's see the end. Oh, catches the very bottom of the topmost strip. That's a clear. So strange that it auto aims the sword for you. It's kind of helpful. I tested a game where having to aim the sword myself was a real pain, but I don't know. This is frustrating. Okay, here's mooware. See there? I think mooware just walked into the spikes, and I think it's because he thought, I have my dash, I'm just going to dash through it, but the dash hadn't recharged yet, and just walked into it.
That's happened like 3 times to mooware in this short span of time within this level.
Yeah, it's it does take a while to come back. Longer than it. Oh
Wow.
my god!
What was that?
The perfect launch. It seems like the more guys you hit with your sword, the bigger the launch that you get. So like maybe you just needed to attack as late as possible and just take a huge bite out of all those guys? Wait. All the pages are still here when you... No, that top one's gone, though.
So Aaron decided to just get the problematic page and then come back for the other ones.
Oh. He is something of a tactician, that guy. Oh, nice little bounce. No attacks allowed. You must be dashing. Don't dash too far. Just do a big jump and then a dash. Missed everything? There it is. Oh, mooware almost got up there. Looks like Aaron is not going to get to the door in time. Well, 17 seconds. You don't know what the rest of the stage looks like. Oh, it's just right there.
Let's get to the door before the time ends, but the time is counting up, so what's the time limit?
It's at 30 seconds in this room.
Okay.
Not too much game left, it looks like, and mooware has to figure out this really tricky thing. Okay, Aaron lost all his lives immediately. mooware is still kind of no closer.
It's annoying that your regional jump doesn't give you enough height to pogo up the enemies, so you first need a slash to get high enough, then you need to do the pogo correctly.
Your guy falls really fast too, so Aaron's been having a lot of trouble with that part there. Has just got it for the first time. Oh, but the momentum from the wall jump carried all the way into the spikes. The game is demanding a lot of precision, and its controls don't really allow for it, so it's just really hard now.
Died a few times just because his sword swung in the completely wrong direction yet. As I say that.
We got a number of launches in the direction of the page, but just not enough.
Auto aim, it's such a troll.
Yeah, if you try to stay away from the one on the right to negotiate with the auto aim, you don't get the height that you need. Oh, page collected for mooware. that they only got the one page. Is this what happened? Was it not a decision on AaronDobbe's part?
Maybe. I guess it happened to both players, so it's fine.
Mooware also came in here with 1 life. Thank God you get to keep the horrible page. Oh, AaronDobbe. Early pogo doesn't do it. Mooware is 1 stage behind. Aaron pretty much first tried this thing.
It's like Aaron's now just trying to skip as many enemies as possible because the sword is not cooperating. Agree with the decision.
Mooware with the dash off the wall.
Doesn't see the objective.
Oh yeah, these guys take 2 hits. Grabs the page really nicely. This really doesn't look like the kind of thing that mooware is gonna just walk in and first try. This looks really hard. This looks like the kind of thing you have to bang your head against for a while, the way that AaronDobbe is.
I agree. Sometimes you just get inspired from this.
Oh, this is the final level. So, here comes mooware. Time to get to work. Ooh, accidental dash input sends AaronDobbe into the spikes. Mooware's already gotten pretty far here. Went straight to the wall, didn't quite have enough dash. Aaron's definitely developed a good strategy there, slashing the guy on the wall.
I feel like I have the commentator's curse for watching, because every time I look at mooware, he's just dying, and then when I look away, he's in the middle of the level. Definitely learning faster than Aaron was, at least.
Yeah. It took Aaron a while to get consistent at the first drop. Mooware's maybe already at that point. Well, I think didn't expect to get all the way to the other side and down there. Here's Aaron. Sword didn't come out. This is just like the second screen in this level, right? There could be more. This could turn out to kind of be a thing. Ah, mooware wasn't expecting to get caught on the wall. The fact that mooware was not able to react whatsoever to hitting the wall and not being anywhere near that enemy and still slashing the sword it's clear that the players are not operating with a lot of control over their guy. They're having to kind of just like guess that they're going to be in the right position for whatever needs to happen. Like they're playing really far ahead of where they are.
I just fall so fast. Can't really react to falling speed.
Oh, AaronDobbe finds the little nub, but the jump goes into the spikes. Yeah, I agree. The falling speed is tremendous. There's no room for finesse with it. Some of these pogos have got to be like 2-3 frame windows or something, just because you're falling so fast. Is this it? AaronDobbe is to the door. We got a new room. Oh, you're gonna have to like infinite ride this guy. Oh, he died. The key's too high up. Aaron can't get it. 3 lives.
Doesn't look hard. The scariest thing is if you have to do the other room again.
Get to the door. 15 seconds. Use the speed from the slope. Carry it over. Pogo. Pogo. Dash. He's through. Is this the end? It's not. Oh, Lord. This looks really long. 3 lives left. Targeting the top left. Oh, so frustrating.
Good auto aim game.
No, we get a little bit of a a little bit of frustration, I think. If not frustration, then like maybe outright disbelief.
It was good to take some time to untilt.
Yeah, or it was like, do I still have those pages? Am I gonna have to get those again?
I guess we're checking if you could do anything that's not this level for a bit.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, it looked like the pages did not save, so you gotta do it all. Here's mooware. This has been the trouble spot here. Yeah. Any long fall pogo is a thing that's going to require some muscle memory. So you build it up pretty quick at the start here for this one. Bam, the mooware just got, but like later on, you're there so infrequently. Much harder. And the boost from it is so high that it's awkward for mooware to dash to the wall afterwards.
I think I like Aaron's strategy of sticking to the wall a lot better because you fall slower than what mooware is doing.
Yeah, the fall speed is the real killer here. Oh, mooware, I think, pressed away from the wall. Oh, AaronDobbe just lost a life to this guy. Oh, I went for it, didn't get it. 3 lives. Also, I'm not sure what they were thinking with the red walls on the red background.
It's too fast.
You can't finesse in the air. If you try to move in the air, you're gonna lose all your speed. You have to just get it. The dash was a nice adjustment there. AaronDobbe realizes that this thing is this game is put together a little bit loose. And so, rather than try to work with the intended design, I'm going to use this space to go my own way. And mooware's developing some wall slide techniques here that are going to help. Oh, we get to enjoy some sync here. Oh, for the first time, mooware is here. Blah, 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 blah. Discovering the wall slide slash, though, is going to increase the consistency a lot. And I don't think AaronDobbe got a pretty good look at that final room. Oh no, the dash input comes out, sends AaronDobbe careening into the left spikes. I wonder if you can just slide down and then dash straight to the wall with good timing. Not this part that moveware's on, the next one.
Yeah.
Slide down the middle wall.
I can see that working. That sounds... looks like just a bit too short, but worth a try.
Yeah, it's not... if it's possible, it's not necessarily easier than the stuff they're doing. It's one input. It's just a dash. You don't have to rely on the sword angle or whatever. Okay, mooware has this platform. Dash pogo, but that's a spike at the end. You can't rest there. We'll see if mooware takes a moment to size up that part. Knows that, like, oh, there are some little parts here without spikes that you can sit on. Will maybe spy the one that is a perfect dash distance away from the start. What is AaronDobbe doing? Whoa. Clearly whatever happened was not what AaronDobbe expected to happen. That's what I mean, though. Because the players are so unsure of their control of the character, they can't rely on anything. They do an input, and they don't know what's going to happen. They have to wait and see what happened and react to it, and that means that they're always sort of playing behind from the current moment. It just makes everything a lot harder. Oh, that little nub is quite precise to land on, it turns out. That's not free. I wonder what would happen if some of our expert platformers got a hold of this game. Oh, mooware must have just nudged the D-pad left. Jump, attack, dash games are pretty much the thing I am best at. How is AaronDobbe alive and then moves to the right and then dies? What is going on with the spike hitbox? Anyway, this is precisely the sort of game I'd be good at, and I don't think I would be acing this section. I do not think I would have any control over my guy with the way that the sword aims and the speed of the fall.
Oh, it really just feels like you just need to play and then memorize the layout to get it.
Aaron dies once again, is very consistently getting to the end of the level. And I thought that was not going to be the problem. I thought Aaron had found the secret sauce for that part, but it turns out it was something of a miracle that it worked first try.
I did notice that he landed right on the tip of the spikes that first time. Like, to me, it looked like he should have been dead the first time. I don't know why it wasn't.
And then lands more in the middle of the block and does die. It doesn't help that the music is this like droning sort of thing. Well, Mooware's wilding out a little bit here. Okay, what's the plan? You got a pogo, but then you got to go all the way down to the bottom, and that guy's going to be going back and forth down there. You got to be ready for what he's doing. Here's AaronDobbe. Dies somehow on the spikes again. It's maybe time to start thinking about doing something else.
I wonder if you can find a point in that final platform, such as if you dash from a standstill, you land on a good place like this. I think you can get that somewhat consistent.
I really thought AaronDobbe's method was going to be consistent. Oh, mooware did not get to the wall there. I was really thinking it would. When the dash stops, it stops. You don't you don't really go anywhere. And then you start to fall, and you fall very fast. Okay, AaronDobbe is through. He's standing on the edge of the spike. Only lost one there, gets another one back. Not enough height. Is the speed? Remember to dash at the end? Oh, no, okay, had a worse jump, so I was able to react and use the sword instead. This is so tough. If you get knocked up and to the left, you're very close to hitting the next guy and dying. If you get knocked straight, if you go straight up, your sword is probably going to aim at the wrong guy. Yeah, so AaronDobbe is getting knocked towards the next guy and then pulling away. There's a wall jump wall there behind AaronDobbe that, yeah, this is going to give you the speed you need. Is this it? He's trying to grab the wall. What?
Huh?
Oh, the time. Time ran out. Well, opportunity for mooware. Here's the end. Gets the pogo, but you lose so much speed when you go for that pogo. Let's see if Aaron has figured out what's going on with the... Oh! Exits out. Wait, does Aaron have 6 lives now? Can you earn a life and then exit out? And then start the level with 10 lives? AaronDobbe misses the pogo. Haven't seen mooware at the end of the stage in a little bit. Oh, just hit the pogo and then remembered. Oh wait, this is not what I do here. Oh, a dash and then pogo from mooware. That works out pretty good. Swung too early though.
Yeah, this is really nice because a dash kills your downward momentum.
mooware stalling on the guys, and then the last one, because the enemy was to the right, propelled mooware left into the spikes. Needed to kind of go for it, but was trying to like wait and see and really understand what was going on. Didn't want to rush it. And Aaron is trying a different approach to the end. Did not, well, that or the dash just didn't come out. Certainly possible. All right, mooware stalls enough for the dash, and that's gonna be a strategy that's gonna work there.
I really like that dash strategy from mooware. It's suddenly became a lot more consistent.
Mooware hits it once to knock it into place. That's gonna work with the dash. Okay, keeps the speed. One pogo into two. Went for the dash. Ah! It was coming back in the air. It looked like maybe right along the spikes a dash could have happened. Okay, Mooware's gonna get a look at the final room. And that's it. I hope you learned everything that you need for next time. I think Mooware's got a more consistent strategy for the end of this big screen here. And it's entirely possible we're going to see more attempts at the end stage now from Mooware. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my, get in the door! This enemy's here! What? No! Unbelievable.
This game hates you.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Very polite. Mooware reset. To keep the page. There's a metagame strategy going on here that I'm not appreciating. Both of them have exited out of the stage early. AaronDobbe's dash to the thing poking out that I thought was so brilliant the first time around just isn't working. Meanwhile, Mooware, pogo, pogo dash. It's here with 7 lives. 6 lives.
Remember when we thought this would be a short race?
42 minutes. About half of it has been in this one level. Alright, lots of lives here. It's so scary. It's either going to pop you up into the enemy above, or it's going to pop you up left into the enemy over there, so you have to, like, hold away from them. The sword is aiming at that guy up there? Okay, you get one chance to jump off this wall. Didn't get the speed. It's going to have to pogo off of everything, recharges the dash. Missed the pogo. Half Beastie is finished, as well as so much Fabs. And, yeah, this level is horrible. I wonder if I missaw, but I think you can come into the level with extra lives from other stages. And have it go with a full 10. Okay, AaronDobbe. Oh, it doesn't work anymore! What god does Aaron have to pray to make this ending sequence happen the way that it did the first time? Here's mooware with 9 lives.
Ever since we learned that dashing strategy, it just has gotten scarily consistent at the source screen.
Alright.
Pull going down.
Oh, went for the dash. That's not
no.
correct. Has 3 lives. The checkpoint is up here for some reason. Is that normal?
No, I mean it happened to Aaron too.
Ooh. What?
Huh?
We missed a page? Good lord. Is this the same bug that happened in level 9? Where the page, like, despawns, but it doesn't count as collected?
I'm confused. Mooware doesn't seem to be surprised, just went back into the level. I didn't really see what happened.
Well, this is what happened to them in level 9, where they just replayed it to get some pages. They got the pages, and then died. And it didn't save the pages. I haven't seen AaronDobbe outside of this first screen in a long time. They're pretty good at everything up until that final thing. Okay, so this is a different problem, unrelated to the bug in level 9. It's because when you die and you get that checkpoint in the middle of the screen, you're like, oh great, this is awesome. You don't have the page with you. That's elsewhere. Well, mooware is now unable to fall onto that little platform that he's been relying on, and I wonder if this same curse that has stricken AaronDobbe's platform is now going to begin to affect mooware. It did land on it, but then died shortly afterwards. Alright, AaronDobbe. Dash. It's okay for some reason. And now, pogoing off the enemies. No! mooware having already finished the stage once. Obviously got to give the edge to him. But AaronDobbe's been through most of this level. Oh, the enemy at the bottom had enough force to push mooware all the way up and into the spikes. Really? Sheesh.
Mooware might be more nervous now because he completed the level, he knows he can do it, and then maybe Aaron did it too. Like, you need to do it again.
Alright, AaronDobbe. Dash. Lands mysteriously on the left side because that works for some reason. And then the sword was aiming left at those 3 guys on the fall down instead of at the guy at the bottom? Is that what I just saw? Mooware's through. Has a good chunk of lives. There's the page. Oh, mooware was not using the wall. It was a bold move. I don't know if the best move. Oh, just runs into the enemy at the start. Not enough horizontal speed. The pogo just popped him right back up. Got the page and died. Final life. AaronDobbe on the peg, waiting for the enemies. 4 lives. Barely gets across the spikes. 5 lives. Too much. Oh, interesting. I think AaronDobbe got less speed on the slope, maybe on purpose even, and then approached the final sequence differently. Okay, 4 lives. Nope. The wall. The wall gives you the speed you need. mooware is through with 7 lives. Uh-oh. Oh, it was a good adjustment from mooware, but the slash, unfortunately, too much upwards, not enough rightwards. It's through now. AaronDobbe with the last life, back to the start. It's mooware's chance now to take this race. 50 minutes they've been playing. Dash, no sword or anything comes out, drops onto the enemy. Has a dash. Oh. Oh, AaronDobbe got... The guy crept up behind the door, took too long to open. mooware down to 2 lives. Jumps into the spikes and then gets out. Not even gonna use the last life. Still has 1 life. And doesn't realize.
Understand why you would step out instead of just using your last life there?
I don't know. Okay. Now... is maybe trying to experiment with the pages or something? Just checked and saw. No, I still have 29. AaronDobbe, lots of speed, uses the dash rather than going for the pogo. That's what you gotta do when you end up with that much speed. It's not easy to sort of react to it, so nicely done. Gets here with 6 lives. We were unable to get the fall onto the spike. AaronDobbe's sword aiming at the top left enemy has been a mistake I've seen a number of times now. I mean, I say mistake. It's like, whose mistake? Okay, here we go. 1 life. The dash was not able to be used to get to the wall, I guess. mooware with 4 lives. And now 5 into the final level. The ascent is clean. Double pogo. Double pogo. Here we go. No, did not get the speed from the wall. What happened? The page is over there. mooware knows it. Cannot use this checkpoint. This checkpoint is a trap. Whoa, my god. What happened to mooware's speed jumping off of that wall? I can't explain it. I feel like I've seen it before.
When you dash, when the dash ends, it just kills all your momentum, so you can't dash after you jump from the wall.
I don't think a dash was involved. mooware was on the wall, sliding down slowly, and then was like, alright, here we go. Jumped off, and there was just no wall jump speed on it.
Then I guess the wall just gives you speed whenever the wall wants.
It's almost as if, by the way, here we go with AaronDobbe's attempt. It's almost like if in a game where you have a double jump, I would have said, "Oh, mooware pulled away from the wall and then jumped and used their double jump instead of a wall jump," right? But there's no double jump, so I don't know. Oh my god, mooware is here too.
Oh.
Is this it?
Looks good.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's look at the pages. mooware has done it. And AaronDobbe was not able to make it happen. Done from mooware 5446 immediately follows up with "Wow, F this game," immediately followed by AaronDobbe with a forfeit. It's not often that the person who wins is angry and says "F this game." Wow.
What a game.
A sort of exciting race. I wonder, the racers typically don't take solace in this fact. They've been living these past 55 minutes in a completely different world than we have. So we'll see how they feel coming off the other side of it. But it is going to be mooware moving on in Mystery Tournament 18. And this is the exit of AaronDobbe. I see at least mooware will want to talk to us. We've pulled him in. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I think this game might have some issues.
We had a number of complaints, a number of like, ouch, like, oh, we feel you on that one and that thing, and that's a little weird. And
yeah. I think I have two big problems. So the one thing was I thought it was genuinely a bug, but I think it's just a weird checkpoint. So when you die, you can lose a page. So at several points I thought I had a page, and then I finished the stage and it didn't show all 3 pages for the stage, and I thought, is this some kind of glitch? Do they not respawn? But then just now on the last stage, I think it's just like a bad checkpoint. When you're in the same room with the page and you respawn at a different checkpoint, you should go back, but maybe you can't. And that's what screwed me over several times. And the other thing that got me a lot is the auto-targeting attack, just targeting the thing I don't want to hit and screwing me over like that.
Yeah, there was more than a couple moments where it was baffling that the auto-target had selected this thing rather than that or that thing. AaronDobbe is here. Hello.
Hello.
GG. I'm sure you agree that the auto-targeting on the sword was a source of frustration in probably more ways than one.
Man, I was having so much fun until level 10.
Yeah.
And then it's like, man, these mechanics are not precise enough for what you're asking of me here.
Yeah. I said as much during commentary at some point. It became clear right around the time where one of you had sort of pogoed off an enemy, and it sent you higher than you thought, and it kind of stuck you onto the wall where you slide slowly. And I still saw you slash your sword as if you had fallen all the way down and onto the next enemy. And I was like, oh, you aren't even able to react to what just happened.
Okay. So
you had no idea you were going to hit the wall even, right?
Yes.
Like you just don't know what's going to happen with your character when you press the buttons.
Yes, and when you swing your sword, like the sword hitbox doesn't come out when you press the button because it follows your character's momentum. You don't like get to hang in the air for a split second as you swing your sword. So you swing your sword and your hitbox appears, but you're still moving and your sword hitbox is still moving. So you have to anticipate hitting the next thing to like a bizarre degree. It doesn't look like it, but you have to press the button so early that there's no way to react in that way. You just have to press the buttons and hope.
and I'm sure that doesn't help the targeting because
Yeah.
the thing you want to hit is the thing that's further away than the other thing. But if you wait until it's close enough, then you're not even going to get the sword in time.
Yep. It annoyed me so much in the second room of level 10 where like I knew I could consistently get up there hitting only 2 of the things. But you can't do that. You can't leave that third one there because of that exact situation where if the third one's hanging around, your auto target will look for that one until it's too late to press the button to hit the one at the bottom.
Wow.
Whew.
I mean, I don't even really remember the first 9 levels.
I remember the one that I had to do all over again because apparently if you get a page and clear a room and then game over, when you automatically restart that level, the pages you got don't respawn, but you also don't get credit for collecting them.
Yeah, that happened to both of you.
Yeah,
so
I figured that
with
both of us.
Yeah, even on the last stage, I finished the last stage and was anxiously looking at the page count, and then no, there's one missing.
Oh no!
Yeah, mooware actually. So the last level, the last part of the last level, has its own special little checkpoint in the middle of it, which is after the page.
Yes.
So
it's not the only level that had its own checkpoint. But that's the only one I think that was after the collectible page that I noticed.
So that must have been what happened, because I saw you go into the menu and quit at some point at that point, and I was like, why? It didn't. Now I realize, looking back at what happened to mooware, you had identified the problem right away.
Yeah, it happened to me on like level 5 or something like that. The one where you had like this weird 3x4 grid of enemies with one missing, and you had to.
Oh, that part.
You had to somehow
shape them so they bounce you in the right direction. That took a lot of tries.
Oh man!
I think AaronDobbe did the intended strat, which is you jump, and then at the very peak you can dash, and you'll clear them, and then you sword during the dash, and it just hits like all of them, and the boost is tremendous. It sends you all the way up to the page and like right to the door. You don't touch the ground till you hit the door at the end.
I mean, you say that like I just did the intended strat, but no, that was like the 3rd or 4th time I executed the intended strat, and only the first time that it worked.
Yes.
I think I tried that a bunch and just couldn't get the timing down. I always got hit by the enemies, so I tried shaping the block so that it would push me up. Like hitting one in the corner away so that it's more of a wedge.
It was very inventive, very creative. I think you both played great. It was a mean as hell game, and it was an exciting race. Obviously, you were both pretty much neck and neck up until the last level, and then the last level was the last level, and so it was like anything could happen. Whoever gets through this monster first.
Yeah, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one suffering in the exact same way. It feels bad if like you get this kind of game that I just completely fall apart in, and I'm the only one that does that.
Yeah, everyone else is done in 25 minutes. They're like, oh yeah, it got really good on that last level. No, that's not what happened. Both So Much Fabs and Half Beastie came in here and they're like, God damn, that last level, man. No one had a good time with that last level. Sheesh. AaronDobbe, this is your exit from Mystery Tournament 18. How do you feel about the experience as a whole?
I felt like I did better than usual this time. There was usually
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
It was like winners, and then like loss. I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. I don't usually like. Was it 3 or 4 wins? I am not 100% sure how the bracket works, but I remember thinking that I almost never get this far in winners. Usually, if I get around this far, it's because I lost once early and then had a good losers run. So this felt pretty good. I'm definitely happy with how this ended up.
Yeah, I pulled up the information to confirm. Yeah, you made a winner's run all the way. Your first 3 wins kept you up there. In terms of placement, we were looking at like your best placement on your player cards, and it was like they're pretty close. Your best was 25th. Mooware's best was 33rd, and I was like trying to figure out like how many people are left. Where does this put you guys? It's among your best ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly think this was just one of my better showings. I don't really have any complaints besides the fact that I had to play Ralph 4.
To come off of playing this game and
Mm-hmm.
to come into the interview with a list of gripes, and then at the end to be like, and goddamn Ralph 4, I think says a lot.
Yeah, I think this was a better game than Ralph 4 was.
Oh, well, strong words from AaronDobbe. Thank you so much for coming out and being a part of Mystery Tournament once again. mooware, you're moving on. Your best was 33rd. I'm almost positive this win is going to put you into a new best placement.
Yep, for sure. But it's gonna end anytime now.
You've got this is maybe my first chance to report on this officially. ArcBliss versus Bacon Man. That happened. They played a game. It was very close. It was too close. There was technical issues of different varieties on both sides. So actually, mooware, you were the moderator for this one, right? So I believe they're gonna go again, right?
Exactly. It's already scheduled.
Nice.
So I'll face either ArcBliss or Bacon Man, and I don't have high hopes in either case.
And then if you win, it's Jackazam, the final boss, to get into top 8.
Yeah, well, I think this is as close as I'll ever get to top 8, probably.
It's not an impossible road. There's some really monstrous players, who are particularly the other side of the bracket. I'm looking at stuff like Okami of Games, Someone 325, right? Like there's a chance here, a very real chance, and it's Mystery Tournaments. You never know. So we're rooting for you. Best of luck. I think you both did incredible today. So be proud of yourselves, and thank you so much for coming out and talking to us.
Yeah, thanks for the restream and everyone who works so hard to keep this tournament running every year. It's one of my favorite things to do, for sure.
And with that, our attention turns to tomorrow. Mundungu versus Econ in 15 hours. That's going to be noon Eastern time. So set your lunch break at work according. Oh wait, it's a Sunday. Ooh, if you've got to work on a Sunday, ouch. Ooh, wow, we've got just the bomb for that. It's a mystery tournament match. It's a back 6 elimination match. Mundungu is one of the only players remaining on the entire side of the bracket who has already been to top 8. So if Econ can eliminate Mundungu, we're going to have 2 new faces guaranteed in top 8 in the lower bracket to join Furriturate in the upper bracket. So it's been a while, I think, since we've had 3 new faces in top 8. It would definitely be a sort of exciting sort of revolution, upturning the status quo. Exciting stuff. If you want to see it, you're going to have to be here tomorrow, noon Eastern time. Other matches here on the schedule. And of course, Furriturate versus Maurice down there. That's top 8. That's March 16th, 3 p.m. We're going to be on the Games Done Quick channel. It's going to be a big blast. We're going to go all out, put everything on there. Our 8 best players are going to be there playing their hearts out, and it'll be a great time. So, thank you so much to all of you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then.